Aha. Yes. Welcome. Welcome to the heartbeat of the nation. And this is your host, Upolnu Kukapatia, General, the two-structured man with the medal on top. Vorna Mhlobo. In this episode, we are exploring the story behind the iconic brand and the forces that shape our economy. Today, we are diving into a fascinating story of Woolworths, a name that once stood in an affordable shopping innovation and really dominance in making food that are affordable for our people. I'm asking myself even today questions like who owns the remaining of Woolworth today and why some people find it shopping there out of reach. Let us dive into deep into it and understand its history. So, Woolworths, officially known as FW Woolworth Company, was founded in 1879 by Frank Wilfred Woolworth. Starting from a 5-cent store, it revolutionized the retail by offering a wide range of inexpensive goods in a single accessible location. Um, its innovation approach to retail made it one of the first successful chain store in the world. The way they package their stuff, the way they really made sure that the essence of real food of the real people are being brought in such a space. And lately, I'm getting a call now from my son, and I need to just attend that call as we are speaking now. Know we are live, so let me just we have this phone call. Hola, Pugi. Pugi. I think I have like a phone connection of some sort. So we were speaking about Woolworth. Who really owns Woolworth and like at this particular point in time because I was on some role. So Woolworth South Africa is solemnly owned by Woolworth Holding Limited. Let me just hold the phone because I need to speak to this. Hola, sharp. Ngiyaphila. You know what? I know you've called me now and ecabanga ngenza lento yami le podcast yami and live no. And ngikhuluma nawe ngefoni so cabanga live. Yeah, but I need to send you that thing that I need to send you on it. Yeah, when I'm done here, I'm gonna send it. It's just gonna take me like your 20 or 30 minutes. Ngama logo phone so and ngisebenzisa ini computer. So that ngivele oh, okay, sharp. I'll talk to you now. Hola. That's my son. That's my 14-year-old son about to turn 15. We're celebrating his 15th birthday soon, nje. Not later and like yeah, I'm also taking Keke Woolworth. That's why I'm thinking like, hey, Woolworth, like what's the chicks and what I've found out and what I've discovered about the public trade company listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, when it was operating as a holding company, managed within a portfolio and a lot of brands across South Africa and Sub-Sahara. So according to the market screener and the lending stock market website, the owners are divided among institutions and investors and public entities and individual stakeholders. When you understand the breakdown of the major shareholders, firstly, it will be the Public Investing Corporation. And the Public Investing Corporation is a South African government owned entity and its largest stakeholder, and it owns 15 point, yeah, 15 point something percent within that company equity. So the PIC plays a significant role in South African economy management investment on behalf of the public sector fund. So they are also having their hand in the cookie jar Woolworth. So the question that we have opened with in terms of understanding this episode to say why some of the people find shopping there out of reach and yet 15.5% is owned by the government itself. What does that mean? This is just a question out there, and you would also understand how some of these particular stores are unreachable to a people and not to be problematic, but you would know very well strategically they are placed somewhere, and we have this stereotype or this condition about the people who go and buy there, and the way the food or the way the grocery or the store is managed is on another level. And you sit and you ask particular questions like, Vele, who's the some owner and who is operating? Is Woolworth story the mirror of our society as we are seeing it, Vele? This inequality that you will find, and the government of the people still perpetuate that by also having such particular stores unreachable for some people. And we sit in a space where we need to understand, and I stand corrected also, and I would like to engage with this particular topic as well. And I'm hoping that I'll be enlightened to say no, you must remember the way Woolworth is particularly established, the way they will package their thing, the way they've positioned themselves economically, their brand and their stores. And Vela today, possibly Woolworths is in Australia, is in UK, and obviously you would know that the government would have a particular hand in the cookie jar in terms of how things are operating via Woolworth. Are they considering a broader economic context in this particular thing in rising living cost? Are they understanding also the inflation? What do they mean? And then culturally, the economic impact. Are they understanding the economic shift and the changing of consumers' preference at this particular point in time? Because also you must understand, yes, it is in a particular strategic position, and we would know very well the people who afford to buy certain things from those particular store. And you would understand if CIP is the sole owner and it's the government entity, you would understand how Transnet is operating, how Eskom is operating, how SAA is operating. They're trying all by means to be affordable. But is that store affordable? And is it a particular store in which, yes, people like me and you, we will not be able to get into that store because that store was not designed for us. It is designed for particular people. And simply also by meaning our government is part of segregating. Our government is part of making sure we do not eat the particular food other people eat. We do not buy the particular things that other people buy. We are conditioned that we are staying in this particular level. And our own government is helping whoever that they are helping to keep us on that particular level. Because I can tell you now, I founded myself in that space quite like a lot of time, because I also find it myself being introduced in the type of food or the type of packaging, and obviously Bomaket Matlala making a joke about Woolworth, the money bag and whatnot. So the interest started building in understanding what does this company solemnly represent, and obviously its strategic position. And I understand there are particular stores that are strategically positioned, and our people know very well that particular stores, you won't find them in particular locations. It is because it's in their policies, it's in their guidelines that our store won't be found in this particular space, and our store cannot be associated with this particular community or this particular people. We know those are kind of politics that play within the ecosystem of politics when we speak of economic politics. And you would find out that even the people who have centralized the businessmen of our society are the very same people that do not want us to eat proper, to not fed us proper. Because all of these particular things, you must also remember, a type of food you eat would make you, it's either more intelligent or slow. Your body, the type of food that we eat, will they last longer even in age, even in health wise? Would we age with better food? Are we eating healthy? And if Woolworth is the mirror of this particular change in our society and our ecosystem, why are we segregated in making sure that it is affordable for me and you, and it is strategically positioned even in locations in which you and I know very well that they will never be brought, or they will never be in those particular positions. Because we are also complaining now about the spaza shops, and I saw a very interesting thing, and USAFE does it, and Pick and Pay does it, because there's these smaller stores in our locations that are springing out now, because obviously the township will be a smart city in a blink of an eye, because we are moving towards that particular space in smart cities, and they are building these small Pick and Pays. I know Spa won't be able to come near Soweto. I don't know why Spa is not found in. That's a politic of another day. I know there are strategical positions in which those particular stores are found. That's why I'm like, if you sit and look at the ecosystem and how it is driven, there is particular people that still want a society to remain where it is because of what it sells them and in what they consume, because it's all about also consumers. What are we consuming, so that the society or the particular people, they think of a particular way and they are able to articulate themselves in a particular way. Yes, you can find yourself now with the Delia, Curo and Woolworths saying the kids in a particular space, which is Curo now, which is another level of privacy, superiority, middle class, bourgeoisie type of thinking and mentalities. Yes, they've put it in the shop now. They've put it their shops inside schools, which is the Okuro schools, which is a proper gesture and a beautiful gesture, because we all know their food is the best food that you will ever find. But why can't our people afford it? Why can't our people find shopping there outreach? Why? Because this is a fascinating thing. It has a beautiful history, Woolworths. It has a beautiful understanding of where the packaging and where their marketing is at, and how they deal with what they need to deal with. And for me, I sit in a space where these particular questions need to be asked. And I humble, ask to dig deep in terms of the CIP as well. The 15.5% that it owns within the store, that it is owned by the government, but the major shareholder is the government. And if the major shareholder is the government, why the government is making it hard for us to also buy at Woolworths? Why, Bafwit? Why? I'm asking that question. Drop your comments, Yiso. Let's chat about it and click. Don't you love that Mfana Semzini cake as Woolworths out here? Yeah? Don't you love it? Bhayisa nento ezigrand da. Abo yini abo dessert ndoda. Uthola abo dessert abo triple what da. Angitholda ngeShoprite Mfana Semzini. Ayidayise enhle. And I'm sure banayo ne-Paul ice cream Woolworths enhle. And awayibhayisi Paul's ice cream Woolworths. And I don't know if you know Paul's ice cream. If you know Paul's ice cream, yo, yes, ngathi leya Magnum ice cream enhle vela ngibapromote mara vema mina ndimnandi enhle ke nabo bangabhayisa into ezigrand ababhayisa into ezigrand nabo bangasenzi igrand abasenzi igrand nani sifuna ukubhaya eWoolworths nani sifuna ukungena la bafethu sibhaye lama mashikamush la into ezimnandi lezi ama-karalam camp ama-hashlam ham ama-chicken paskana roska hayi abo-chicken ufavana abo Hollandaise sauce. Man, please, man. Anenzeni izinto kwenzakale enhleke. We are questioning what we need to question. Can we afford next time mawungibona ngishanga ebheknyana yaseWoolworths ngiyibeke ngayi ngidla into ezimnandi, into ezimhelelem, into ezimhalalam ngoba bafuna isidle grand labantu laba basivalela ngaphandle, and this is not fair enhleke. uKapadia uGeneral uyibonile that day. Sisestradini nathi siyafuna isiphazanyana lapha nesibhalwe Woolworths. Angathi ngoba sifuna ukucoshana nabantu ukuthi bangasabhayisi. Fair enough. So if these guys do not sell anymore, why not bring such people to be able to sell, so that the living of standard can get high again? Don't masquerade and saying no, it's only for the few. All of us can't. If it's owned by government, if 15.05% it's owned by government, and those government officials who have their hand in the cookie jar must tell us what's cooking at Woolworths lapha sizo understand ukuthi nathi singena kanjani eintweni ngoba vele ningasivalele ngaphandle bafethu ningalinga lesivalele ngaphandle. Please man, you know what, don't forget to subscribe bafethu ne. Yeah, sizozwa itori yabona. And the next time keep us alive because we are keeping our fingers on the pulse. Kahle kahle nathi siyafuna ukuthi Woolworths, siyafuna nakanjani. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mataras and may outies, double dolly bafethu, transgenders and lesbians, LGBTQ+, mina ngithi salute general wako. Sayivala lento. Aha.